What if I told you that the way you breathe right now is silently programming your reality, locking you into the same patterns you've been trying to escape? Sounds unbelievable, right? But the truth is, science has already revealed something shocking. Your breath is not just keeping you alive, it's shaping your state of mind, your emotions, and even the reality you're experiencing. And there's a study from the HeartMath Institute that proves why so many of your personal growth efforts have failed in the past. Think about it. Every single day, you take around 23,000 breaths. But if you're like most people, you've never realized what's actually happening with those breaths. Because every inhale and exhale is either pulling you deeper into stress, chaos, and limitation, or it's unlocking a gateway to higher awareness, creativity, and a completely new version of your life. The most fascinating part? Breathing is the only function in your body that is both automatic and under your control. Your heart beats on its own, your digestion happens without you thinking, your cells multiply whether you notice it or not. But your breath, that's different. You can leave it on autopilot, shallow and restricted, or you can consciously take control of it and change the signals you're sending to your brain, your heart, and your nervous system. The moment you do, you step into a completely different version of yourself. That's why many people who meditate, visualize, or try affirmations don't see results, because they're trying to shift their reality while still stuck in the old rhythm of shallow survival mode breathing. Let me ask you something. How do you usually breathe right now, in this very moment? If you're like most people, your breaths are short, high in your chest, and unconscious. This type of breathing sends signals of stress and survival to your nervous system. It tells your brain, there's danger, stay alert, stay small, stay safe. No wonder it feels like you're repeating the same cycles again and again. No wonder your body feels stuck in old stress. Your mind keeps running in circles, and your life seems to mirror back the same struggles. But what happens when you shift that breathing pattern? Suddenly, your heart and your brain start to synchronize. Your body begins releasing chemicals of safety and calm instead of stress. Your mind clears, your emotions balance, and most importantly, you begin to feel a connection to something larger, the version of yourself that's already living the life you've been trying to create. Now imagine this. You sit quietly, you begin to slow down your breathing. You draw in a deep, smooth inhale, and then you exhale just as slowly. Within a couple of minutes, your body starts entering a state called coherence. This isn't just a fancy word. Coherence means your heart and brain are communicating in harmony, your nervous system is balanced, and your entire being is operating in flow. In this state, your intuition sharpens, your creativity opens up, your energy rises, and instead of forcing change through struggle, you begin to naturally attract and align with new possibilities. That's why some people seem to manifest opportunities effortlessly. They've unconsciously learned to breathe in a way that keeps them in flow. And here's what's mind-blowing. HeartMath research shows that when you breathe in coherence, you don't just shift your inner state, you actually influence your environment. Your heart produces an electromagnetic field that can be measured several feet beyond your body. This field carries information about your emotional and mental state. When you breathe with intention and align with positive emotions, that field becomes ordered and powerful, and it starts impacting the people and situations around you. Think about that. Your breath is literally broadcasting your state to the world, and the world is responding. So if you've been wondering why your reality feels stuck, the answer might not be in working harder, hustling more, or even thinking more positively. The missing link is that your breath has been locked in a survival rhythm, sending signals of stress and chaos to both your body and the field around you. Now here's where it gets even deeper. Most people don't realize that shallow breathing is tied directly to old emotions. Every time you experience stress, fear, disappointment, or heartbreak, your body recorded it. Your nervous system adapted by keeping you in a pattern of restricted breathing to stay safe. But that safety is an illusion. The cost of staying in that old breathing rhythm is that you also stay locked in the emotional states of the past. That's why when you try to move forward, set goals, imagine a better future, or change your habits, it feels like something invisible is holding you back. That something is your breath, unconsciously looping the old emotions, keeping you anchored to a past reality. But here's the breakthrough. When you consciously choose to breathe in a new way, you're not just taking in air, you're literally sending your body and brain a new instruction. You're saying, it's safe now. You're saying, I choose to expand. You're saying, I'm ready to create something new. This is the hidden key most people overlook. Personal growth isn't about forcing your mind to think differently while your body still breathes in the rhythm of stress. Real change begins when your breath changes, because breath is the bridge between your body, your emotions, your mind, and the reality you create. Let's make this real for you. Picture yourself right now, sitting wherever you are. Without even moving from your spot, you can shift your entire state in less than 2 minutes. Close your eyes, inhale slowly to a count of 5, then exhale slowly to a count of 5. Do this for 3 rounds and notice what happens. Your shoulders relax, your thoughts slow down, your heart rate steadies. A quiet calm begins to emerge. Now imagine doing this consistently, not just once. Imagine creating a daily ritual where your breath becomes your most powerful tool of transformation. In weeks, your brain rewires, your emotions balance, your body heals, and your reality begins to reflect the coherence and harmony you've been cultivating inside. That's the beauty of it. Your breath is free, it's always available, and it doesn't take years of practice to start experiencing results. Yet most people never realize its power because it's so simple. They look for complicated techniques, advanced strategies, or external solutions, when the most profound shift is right under their nose, literally. And let's be clear, this isn't about ignoring your goals, your work, or your ambitions. This is about giving yourself the foundation to succeed in every area. When you breathe in a way that creates coherence, you naturally show up more focused at work. You become more present with your loved ones. You recover faster from stress. You make better decisions. You trust your intuition more, and you feel a sense of aliveness that no external achievement can replace. Because at the core, life isn't about chasing something outside, it's about becoming fully alive within yourself, and then creating from that state. So let me ask you this. How many days of your life have slipped by in shallow breaths, in unconscious survival rhythms, in repeating the same emotions of the past? And how many more are you willing to let pass before you take back the power of your breath? Remember, you have about 23,000 opportunities every single day to shift your state. That's 23,000 chances to choose expansion over contraction, calm over stress, creation over repetition. Imagine what would happen if you used even a fraction of those breaths consciously. Your entire reality could transform, and here's the invitation. Don't just listen to these words, try it. For the next 7 days, take 2 minutes every morning to breathe in coherence. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, slow and smooth, while focusing on gratitude or calm. Watch what begins to shift. You may notice subtle changes at first, more patience, clearer thinking, a deeper sense of ease. But as you continue, those subtle changes turn into massive shifts. Suddenly, opportunities appear. Relationships feel lighter, your body feels healthier, and the life you've been trying so hard to create begins to flow toward you. Because the truth is, you're not trapped, you're not broken, you're not behind. You've just been breathing in a way that locks you into an old reality. The moment you reclaim your breath, you reclaim your power. And when you breathe as the creator of your reality, instead of a prisoner of the past, life begins to mirror back the freedom, expansion, and possibilities you were meant to live. So take a deep breath right now, wherever you are. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Feel the shift. That's not just air moving in and out. That's your power, your freedom, your future, entering this moment. And it's all waiting for you to claim it, one conscious breath at a time.